Welcome to Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland. A city rich in history, culture and vibrant energy. Discover its stunning landmarks and lively atmosphere.
Hi, I am Martijn, your guide in Belfast. After watching this travel guide, you know a lot more about this city to get the most out of your trip. From a museum about the most famous ship in the world, to an historic jail, an amazing viewing points and everything in between. If this Belfast travel guide has given you new travel tips, or maybe you just like it, please give a thumbs up or leave a comment under the video. That's the way you can help so other people can discover the video as well and they get to create new travel guides for you in the future. The city is served by 2 airports and Belfast International is the biggest. It handles most international flights. To travel to the city you can use the Airport Express 300 buses. The journey takes around 13 to 40 minutes and a single ticket will set you back around 18 euros. At peak times from Monday till Friday there is a departure every 15 minutes. Taxis are more expensive, between 40 and 50 euros for a journey of 30 minutes depending on the traffic and your final destination. And there is the city airport which is located 5 kilometers outside the city center. It mostly handles domestic flights within the UK and some European routes. Let's start the Belfast travel guide with one of the most visited attractions in town, and that's the Titanic Belfast. Of course, you know the story about Jack and Rose on the ship the Titanic, but it all started here in Belfast in 1907, where the ship was built. In 1912, the Titanic left the harbour of Southampton in the UK to New York, where it never arrived.
The museum showcases the story behind the world's most famous ship, located on the site of the former Harland & Wolff shipyard, where the Titanic was built. The museum opened in 2012, exactly 100 years after the famous ship sank. It showcases, for example, interactive displays about the Titanic construction, journey and sinking. Besides the museum, you can explore the SS Nomadic. This was a tender ship which was constructed in 1911, shuttling passengers and cargo between the shore and, for example, the Titanic. It is restored and preserved, and it is the only surviving White Star Line vessel. Nowadays, it is a museum ship that offers you a unique opportunity to explore the maritime heritage.
In a moment, more about this museum that gives you an insight in the Irish history. But first, the Botanical Gardens. A perfect place to run, chill or walk. And during the summer periods, they use it as a venue for concerts, events and festivals. Over here you will also find the Palm House, one of the oldest glass houses in the world, dating back to 1840. And inside the park you will also find the Ulster Museum. It's Northern Ireland's largest and most diverse museum. Showcases a wide range of art, dinosaur skeletons and history of the country. And good to know, there's no entrance fee. It is time to go a little bit higher, 370 meters to be exactly, to the Cave Hill. It's a prominent hill overlooking the city and the surrounding areas. In the Cave Hill Park you will also find the Belfast Castle. It was built in Scottish style and finished in 1870. Nowadays they use it for example, weddings, and there is a restaurant inside. My advice is to grab a taxi or maybe you use public transportation to the Belfast Castle. From there it's a 30 to 40 minutes hike to the top of Cave Hill. In a moment I show you this old jail and this wall with a lot of history. But first the City Hall, what functions as the City Council's civic building. Inside you can visit an exhibition about the history of Belfast. And in the garden outside you will find memorials and statues, and it's also a kind of park on a sunny day. There are free guided tours, but you cannot get your tickets online. They are only available in the City Hall on the day of the tour. This is the Big Fish, a sculpture made of ceramic tiles telling a story about Belfast in a fun and artistic way. Just walk around it and check all the beautiful designs. In a moment you know more about this big wall with a lot of history, but first an impressive building, the Crumlin Road Jail. It served as a prison between 1845 and 1996. It houses notable political prisoners during Northern Ireland's troubles, and in a moment more about that. Nowadays there are tours so you can see how the prisoners were held. During the 20th century, the Troubles disturbed most of Northern Ireland and its citizens. The Catholic and Protestant communities were divided by a big wall which was 6 meters high, and authorities closed the wall by night to keep them separate. The Protestants want to stay with the UK, while the Catholics just want to join Ireland again. It wasn't until 1998 that an agreement was reached, bringing an end to the violence. You can visit the Peace Walls by yourself with a lot of beautiful murals, or you can book a guided black cab tour,
where a taxi driver will tell you more about the history and show you the impressive places.
And don't forget to write your name on the wall. One of the oldest attractions in town is the St. George Market. It was built between 1890 and 1896. It's only open 3 days a week from Friday till Sunday.
It features a variety of stalls selling fresh products, local crafts and unique gifts.
The Cathedral Quarter over here is the historic trading center of the city, with cobblestone streets and warehouses. And the warehouses are now home to clubs, restaurants and bars. It's really the place to be in the evening and night, and also on a sunny day like today. In this quarter you will also find the Metropolitan Art Center, with some 3 exhibitions, and the St. Anne's Cathedral, also known as the Belfast Cathedral.
It has been the place for worship for Christians in Belfast for over 100 years. The foundation stone of the cathedral was laid in 1899, and the building itself continued to grow over the years.
It's time to go back in time to 1776.
In that year, the McConnell's Distillery was founded in Belfast, producing Irish whiskey. Despite closing in the early 20th century, the distillery's legacy lives on. Now the legend is restored in Belfast. You can visit the distillery and learn more about the distilling process. And of course, you can taste some of the Irish whiskies.
An historic landmark is the Queen's Arcade, the last Victorian arcade in the city. It was built in 1880. In 2019, after many years of planning, it was reconstructed to its great grandeur of the 19th century. Inside you will find mainly luxury shops. And something else, I've been to many places all over the world, but when you like murals and street art, Belfast is really your heaven. What's the best time to visit Belfast? I think the summer periods, June, July and August, when the weather is relatively mild and the days are longer. Please give a thumbs up, thank you so much when you like this Belfast travel guide. And if you don't want to miss new episodes, just subscribe on my channel. It's totally free and it enriches your view on the whole world. Tot ziens, ciao, hasta luego.